This is the Neo, your personal flying photographer. It's ideal for a quick TikTok or YouTube video because you don't need a controller, you can fly it straight from your palm. But I have a few niggles, as I'll explain in this independent review.
I've been flying Neo for 2 weeks and have already used it in content for my YouTube channel. I make cycling, running and hiking videos, mostly in the glorious Scottish Highlands. I've crashed Neo a few times.
Come back!
I've had a few frustrations with it too. But on balance, I like it a lot. It is small enough to carry in the pocket of my cycling jersey, and when I spot a shot, it can be flying in minutes. It's much faster than a regular drone. I've mostly used 2 modes. Direction track goes ahead and films backwards. This is it flying low and close. The height and distance are set in the app. And this is what high and far looks like. The other mode I've used most is follow. This is what flying flat and medium distance away produces. In the app, you can see active track trying to keep my body shape central in the shot. I'm told in a future update it will be able to side follow and more, but for now it only recognizes people.
Landing.
Neo can also record audio, and then noise-cancelling software removes the sound of its rotors from what you're hearing, leaving just my voice. At the moment I'm using a Rode radio mic system, but I can unplug that and just speak directly into my phone. And in some ways the quality can be better. And in time, you'll be able to give voice commands to Neo through your phone like this. Tell it to go fly, do a droney, or whatever.
My first few attempts failed to record any audio. That's not only hugely frustrating, it wastes battery. So these are the tips I'd suggest.
Make sure the audio is turned on. Look for the little green microphone symbol to check that it is peaking there. And crucially, if you are using a radio mic, don't put your phone away in your pocket and knock it off the screen. That screen has to stay open all the time that it is recording. That way it will work. The other thing is, once you've done your shot and you've landed the drone, don't immediately try to look back and see the audio recording. Give it a moment for the audio to upload from your phone into the Neo. That way you're more likely to have what you need.
Niggles? Well, you could see the video quality was not great in the low light of that forest. Another is that after a follow shot, Neo doesn't always automatically return to my palm, and I have to use the app to land it.
Come back!
I've had very few moments like this where it's slightly lost track of me. In fact, recognition is excellent. In this instance, it collided with a tree. It looked around, Neo found me again, and off we went. And that was impressive. There have been no flyaways.
I've set myself the task of shooting a short running sequence using only the Neo and deploying every trick it has and the few that I can think of. The field of view is not unlike that of an action camera. So that's how I'm going to be using Neo, thinking of it as an action camera that can fly. If you're looking at the scenery and thinking, wow, like I do every day, we're on the west coast of Scotland, above the village of Strontian, and the lead mines where the element strontium was discovered and named after the village. My goodness, we have had so much rain recently. The ground here is waterlogged, and it's August. You know, I suspect most people will not want to record adventures like this. I think most people will be using the Neo to record special moments in their lives, a particularly good moment from a holiday or a family gathering, and they'll want to do so with minimum fuss. In their bump, DJI calls this a zero-threshold usability drone. But I wouldn't go that far, but I do take their point.
I used all 6 quick shots in that sequence, so let's look at them individually.
3, 2, 1.
Again, you can program the distances in the app. Neo can fly in a force 4 wind, that's up to 18 miles an hour. The camera has a half-inch sensor, f2.8 aperture, and it shoots 4K at 30 frames a second, that's what you're watching, or 60 frames a second in 1080p.
Wow, that's a long way away.
There's 20 gigabytes of internal, non-expandable storage, it weighs just 135 grams, and there are no avoidance sensors, so this can happen.
Yeah, that crashed. I hadn't realized just how far 20 meters was going to go, and I'm on a sloping hillside. There's not a mark on it, and I think that's the advantage there of having the protectors on the rotors, which also means you can fly it indoors.
So let's have another go. This is the Circle Quickshot at just 4 meters. Battery life is around 18 minutes. I shot this Quickshots demo on 3 batteries. However, it will be less if it's using power to battle a strong wind, which I have today. You can see the Neo struggling to keep me in view in this rocket Quickshot. The batteries can be recharged in the Neo itself or in a charging cradle, which came with my Fly More version.
And this is Spotlight, which is going to be quite useful because it will stay there in position. I could move away from it, I could do stuff over here, I could walk around, and it's always going to track me and keep me in shot. Again, this could be a really useful one for a YouTuber or someone doing a TikTok, the fact that you are kept in shot.
This is the Boomerang Quickshot, and if I put up the app screen, you can see I'm getting a high wind warning, so I've set the distance at the minimum, 4 meters. I did the same with this, the Helix Quickshot. White balance and exposure on all of Neo's shots are automatic, so you do see it adjusting on screen. There's also a Beautify filter coming, though I doubt that is going to help me.
As you've seen, the app is central to setting heights and distance, but it's also excellent to give you manual control.
Until now, all the shots have been selfies. You could take still pictures rather than video. But manual control allows you to shoot scenic views. The virtual joysticks are sensitive and respond similarly to real joysticks.
You can do quite a sophisticated curling shot. Don't know if that's the correct term when you're using these virtual joysticks, and that's something I really like.
There's also a regular controller for the Neo. It takes the usual amount of time to set up.
Of course, this is the sort of faffing around that the Neo is designed to do away with, but it's good that you have the option.
3-way inputs are much easier with the controller, such as gimbal tilt during an orbit. The Neo feels faster and more responsive.
While that's flying, I feel obliged to tell you that DJI did give me this free so I could make this video, and I can keep it if I want, which I probably will because I think I would just buy one. But the views in this are entirely mine. I'm not working to their script or any prompt sheet.
I'm told there will be first-person view goggles for immersive flying and a few other things coming that are not yet available, such as an acrobatic mode. In the promotional pack I was sent, there are video examples of the sort of tricks it can do. That might be exactly what you are looking for. Once you have your content, you can save it to your phone, but if you're doing a full edit, just plug the Neo into a computer and drag the audio and video from there. They come up separately. And for all the tricks, I keep coming back to this. The camera crew, quite literally in your pocket. It is easy to use, it is very fast to deploy. I think it's a great way to capture your adventures. And if you'd like to see how I've used this in a video, check out this one. It was a 2-day ride in the area where I live. It's about a new cycle trail I'm developing. And you'll see in longer form the kind of videos I've been showing you in this video that came from the Neo. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.